What happens when you start eating sweet potatoes every day? If sweet potatoes are your favorite food group, it's easy to see why. This root vegetable is rich in fiber, vitamins and minerals, and lends itself to so many different recipes, from power bowls and healthified sweet potato fries to sweet potato toasts for breakfast. They also make for a filling lunch or snack on their own, simply roasted and topped with your choice of mix-ins. Sweet potatoes are not merely potatoes that are sweet. In fact, sweet potatoes are actually part of a different plant family, the morning glory family. Regular potatoes, on the other hand, are part of the nightshade family. Nutritionally, they're both starchy vegetables that are a good source of carbohydrates and fiber. However, thanks to sweet potatoes' bright orange color, they're also high in certain micronutrients like vitamin A. Sweet potatoes will stay nice and fresh on your countertop or in a dark place until you're ready to use them, and they're a super cheap ingredient that can be tossed into casseroles, soups, and stews to be frozen or consumed later on. It's the ultimate meal prep pantry item, and a delicious one at that. A starchy, sweeter cousin to the average white potato, these tuberous spuds seem superior on every level, but what happens to your body if you eat sweet potatoes every day? Learn more about the nutritional benefits, potential downsides, and ways to enjoy sweet potatoes. You may have better heart health. According to Endotext, about half of the fiber in sweet potatoes is soluble fiber, which helps lower blood cholesterol levels. Since having high cholesterol increases your risk of heart disease, eating adequate soluble fiber is a great way to protect your heart. Besides fiber, sweet potatoes are also high in antioxidants. They're exceptionally high in beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is a type of provitamin A, plant pigments that are converted into vitamin A in the body, per the National Institutes of Health. It's found primarily in orange, yellow and green plant foods like carrots, broccoli, tomatoes and sweet potatoes. Higher consumption of antioxidants like beta-carotene and vitamin C, also found in sweet potatoes, is linked with a reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. So, sweet potatoes help support cardiovascular health by providing fiber and antioxidants. You may improve your gut health. Fiber is one of the most beneficial nutrients for gut health, and each medium sweet potato contains about 15% of the daily value. Many Americans don't consume enough fiber, but eating more foods like sweet potatoes could help up your fiber intake. Sweet potatoes also contain resistant starch, which is fermented in the colon. This fermentation process produces short-chain fatty acids that help support immune health and gastrointestinal health. They also help keep inflammation at bay. The same study also found that fiber helps support the growth of beneficial microorganisms in your gut microbiome. Although more research is needed to understand the specifics of this relationship, eating enough fiber is one of the best ways to prevent constipation. The fiber and antioxidants in sweet potatoes can be beneficial for gut health. Sweet potatoes contain two types of fiber, soluble and insoluble. Your body cannot digest either type. Therefore, fiber stays within your digestive tract and provides a variety of gut-related health benefits. Certain types of soluble fiber, known as viscous fibers, absorb water and soften your stool. On the other hand, non-viscous, insoluble fibers don't absorb water and add bulk. Some soluble and insoluble fibers can also be fermented by the bacteria in your colon, creating compounds called short-chain fatty acids that fuel the cells of your intestinal lining and keep them healthy and strong. Fiber-rich diets containing 20 to 33 g of fiber per day have been linked to a lower risk of colon cancer and more regular bowel movements. The antioxidants in sweet potatoes may provide gut benefits as well. Test tube studies have found that antioxidants in purple sweet potatoes promote the growth of healthy gut bacteria. Greater amounts of these types of bacteria within the intestines are associated with better gut health and a lower risk of conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, and infectious diarrhea. You may support your eye health. As mentioned above, sweet potatoes are an excellent source of vitamin A, a key nutrient for eye health. In fact, each medium sweet potato contains 122% of the daily value of vitamin A, in the form of beta-carotene. Including beta-carotene may help reduce the risk of developing age-related macular degeneration and other eye diseases. Researchers believe this is partly because the antioxidants counter eye damage from blue or UV light. Sweet potatoes are incredibly rich in beta-carotene, the antioxidant responsible for the vegetable's bright orange color. In fact, 1 cup, 200 g, of baked orange sweet potato with skin provides more than double the amount of beta-carotene that the average adult needs per day. Beta-carotene is converted to vitamin A in your body and used to form light-detecting receptors inside your eyes. Severe vitamin A deficiency is a concern in developing countries and can lead to a special type of blindness known as xerophthalmia. Eating foods rich in beta-carotene, such as orange-fleshed sweet potatoes, may help prevent this condition. Purple sweet potatoes also seem to have vision benefits. May enhance brain function. Consuming purple sweet potatoes may improve brain function. One animal study found that the anthocyanins in purple sweet potatoes could help protect the brain by reducing inflammation and preventing free radical damage. Another study found that supplementing with anthocyanin-rich sweet potato extract could reduce markers of inflammation and improve spatial working memory in mice, possibly due to its antioxidant properties. No studies have been done to test these effects in humans, but in general, diets rich in fruits, vegetables, and antioxidants are associated with a 13% lower risk of mental decline and dementia. May support your immune system. Orange-fleshed sweet potatoes are one of the richest natural sources of beta-carotene, a plant-based compound that is converted to vitamin A in your body. Vitamin A is critical to a healthy immune system, and low blood levels have been linked to reduced immunity. It's also key for maintaining healthy mucous membranes, especially in the lining of your gut. The gut is where your body is exposed to many potential disease-causing pathogens. Therefore, a healthy gut is an important part of a healthy immune system. Studies have shown that vitamin A deficiency increases gut inflammation and reduces the ability of your immune system to respond properly to potential threats. Sweet potatoes, in particular, have an effect on immunity, but eating them regularly can help prevent vitamin A deficiency. Might increase your risk of kidney stones. Sweet potatoes are high in oxalates, which can increase the risk of developing calcium oxalate kidney stones, the most common kind of kidney stones. That being said, it's not just about cutting down on oxalates. You can help reduce your risk of developing this kind of kidney stone by pairing sweet potatoes with calcium-rich foods like cheese or yogurt. This helps calcium and oxalates bind to one another in your digestive system rather than the kidneys. As a result, it prevents the development of kidney stones. Blood sugar stability. As a complex carb, a sweet potato takes more time to digest than simple carbs, ultra-processed foods with little nutritional value. Notes Jessica Lehman, a registered dietitian and associate teaching professor at Arizona State University. That means a sweet potato won't raise your blood sugar levels as quickly, helping to keep your mood and energy levels steady. Slower digestion means sweet potatoes will keep you fuller longer than other carbs. May have cancer-fighting properties. Sweet potatoes offer various antioxidants, which may help protect against certain types of cancers. Sweet potatoes have been found to slow the growth of certain types of cancer cells in test tube studies, including those of the bladder, colon, stomach, and breast. Similarly, mice-fed diets rich in purple sweet potatoes showed lower rates of early-stage colon cancer, suggesting that the anthocyanins in the potatoes may have a protective effect. Extracts of sweet potato peels have also been found to have anti-cancer properties in test tube and animal studies. What are the side effects of sweet potatoes? Sweet potatoes are rich in potassium, and when taken with medications that increase potassium levels in the body, such as beta blockers, they may cause problems related to excessive potassium intake levels in the body. People with kidney problems must avoid eating sweet potatoes because an improper functioning kidney cannot remove potassium from their body, causing high potassium levels that can be harmful to them. Sweet potatoes contain high amounts of oxalates that may increase the risk of calcium oxalate kidney stones. Sweet potatoes contain beta-carotene, and their excessive consumption can lead to hypervitaminosis A, vitamin A toxicity, in which excess vitamin A accumulates in the liver. Although it is not considered harmful, the color of the skin and nails may turn orange. Additionally, sweet potatoes are rich in carbohydrates. Therefore, those on a carbohydrate restriction diet should avoid overindulging in them. This doesn't mean we have to avoid sweet potatoes, because they are always beneficial to the body when consumed in moderation. The bottom line: sweet potatoes are nutrient-dense root vegetables that come in a variety of colors. They're high in fiber and antioxidants, which protect your body from free radical damage and promote a healthy gut and brain. They're also incredibly rich in beta-carotene, which is converted to vitamin A to support good vision and your immune system. Sweet potatoes are versatile and can be prepared in both sweet and savory dishes, making them an exceptional carb option for most people.